Alright, this will probably be a long one. I'm gonna review all the videos you guys sent me for the Your Best Video submission. In the end, there will be a winner which will be my favorite out of all the videos here. Some things I'll mention is that the previously submitted videos or the non-link videos or non-brick film videos will just not be included for this review. I will be more critical this time since it's supposed to be your best work. Alright, so now let's begin. The first video is by Banner Stop Motion Studios. The audio in the beginning gets choppy, but in the second half of the video, it takes a 180. I almost jumped in the quality change of the audio. The music choice and audio sample were fantastic. This also goes for the animation. The battle was great, but the difference of which that I don't have anything negative to say about the animation. It's a mixed bag of fantastic work and a few screws that need to be fixed. This was a short and simple video, but this time it's by Snowman Films. The lighting in this video was done very well. This also goes for the animation. One thing I would work on is adding more to the audio. This mainly goes for voice acting. If you had access to the submission form, this likely means you also have several Discord servers available with people that want to help you out. If you join servers that follow those people, you'll soon have over like 100 potential people that help you out on that. This is definitely possible since Mr. Stud did the thumbnail for you back then. This is a minor thing since the video's audio did its work, but some music would have helped out. It wasn't enough to harm the video badly, but there were a few times where it just was quieter than expected. For the audio and effects we were used, those were not a problem. Just like the previous video, the animation itself holds up. This is definitely proven on the part where the troopers were shooting together in order. Snowman Films is just flexing on us doing that.
Don't lose your way.
This one has less happening than the previous two, so I'll just make this one quicker. The dances they've done were impressive. I have a video coming up where I try to do that, and trust me, it didn't work at all, so props to you for trying at all. The gun switch was also way more badass than it should have been for a silly short video. Don't mind me, but I'll probably steal that for another video. The animation here as a whole was badass, and even though the flip was slow, I feel like it was for sure better that you did it that way instead of the normal way. It just had better style. This one, however, has a framing issue the first video had, which is that at times it just looks too zoomed in. In the beginning, the audio mixing could have used more time, but it was definitely improved on in the second half of the video. Even though so far this one has the least happening, it's my favorite. For the short length of this video, Bucket Cinematics went crazy with the limited amount of time. All the firing, especially the guy getting shot, was hella crazy. I still feel like the ending was too fast, like it could have used just a bit more breathing room. I won't say much about the framing since the set didn't give as many choices, but the best was done with the space given. I'm glad this one doesn't have music because it kind of makes it easier to hear all the breathing and gross gut sounds. Not much to say since this was a short video, but it surely stands on business.
Yes, I'm filming. I took the kids hiking. Not a good idea.
This video was genuinely really funny. All other reviews better be crazy because this one straight up annihilated the current competition. I love the walking style in the end. Just bravo. The helmet being put on was just amazing. I was gonna complain about the sound effects when I heard the TNT sound, but the distorted screaming made up for any of those problems in the video. It was short, but not much could have been added. It did what it did, and it did it fantastically. Fabulous job, Plastic Wars. This video is the first one here that actually has a story with audio dialogue. The audio could have been separated better in the first scene, but after that it's done better. The framing on the diner could have been changed a bit. For most of the shots there, Bobby is all the way on the side of the frame. Luckily, this issue doesn't bleed itself later on in much. It does, however, do this for the commercial. Since it's a commercial, this could have been fixed by adding text on the other side. I thought the video was going to end with a robot being used to be a disguise for Bobby, but the surprise was far better than I expected. Spoilers, but having the kid be replaced was both cruel and funny. There aren't many episodes of the series, so it would be hard to see how it would have been developed. Nonetheless, this is still a really good video. This was a roller coaster of a video. The animation was done excellently, and so was the framing. It also was really well paced for a 9-minute long brick film. I was confused with the music used in the beginning since a few years back I used it for another video. The song choice there was very well used. I feel like the change in aspect ratio wasn't intentional, so I say keep an eye out for that. The lighting was also great, and so was the other use of voice actors. Also, this doesn't even call out the set design. Most brick filmers don't know what to do with 9 minutes, but this one was masterclass. So far, this is the most solid video out of all the ones shown so far. So as a whole of this video, just great job. This was a really fun video to watch. It was very poppy? That word doesn't make sense, but to describe the video, it just feels right. The animation was smooth, jokes were solid, and especially the ending joke. The characters were also fun to watch. This one, it definitely feels like a clip of some real series you can find and watch. Even though the ending joke was funny, I feel like there should have been more of a build-up to it. I don't know how giving a build-up would have worked for this video this short, so I'm not going to get serious over it. Overall, it was just enjoyable. This video was super short, but with what was done, it was pretty cool. It's the most colorful and best looking video so far. I feel like story-wise, something else could have been done for jokes with the time given.
Own birthday party.
I don't have much to say for this one since it's really short like one of the previous ones. Also, I also have to call out how great the audio is in this video. I critiqued the other ones for it, so I have to give out this one the compliment of doing it greatly. The effects were also done greatly as well. This one may be short, but it holds its own. Right off the bat, Albatross Animation Studios knew exactly how to give off the right tone for a video. I really like the dim and warm lighting for the video. This is the same for the camera planning. I struggled to do that, but this was done so smoothly. The outhouse was very well built for something that small. When we first saw them looking inside the outhouse, I recommend lifting the camera a bit upwards. I just have to point out how beautiful the walking animations were in this video. Literally amazing. But I feel like there was one thing in the end that was just off. It still felt half-baked and didn't have a satisfying ending. Other than that, the video was pretty solid.
Excuse me, social distance, please.
This is another pretty short and simple video. The background design for this video, especially the beginning, was done really well. I will have to call out in the beginning, the camera was completely out of focus. I would have called out the cinematography for this video, but since this was supposed to replicate Super Mario, it actually makes sense for the video to be framing the way it is. Pretty neat. With what was able to be given, it was pretty solid. Just like the previous video in this review, the ending could have used some work. Pretty short video, so not much to mention about it. Some tweaks could have fixed it up. This one will surely be the fastest review. It's only 3 seconds long. So basically, Spider-Man swings, just like the title said. The hand could have been made faster, but the motion blur was good. Surely this will be the last we see of Random Person. And I lied, guys. Here's another one of his videos. This one is definitely better than the last one. This is so far maybe the most creative video in this review so far. The lighting is improved on this one despite being a slightly older video. I would have worked on making the video longer though. There isn't much you can do with only 13 seconds. Outside of the video, there just isn't any audio. Audio for this video certainly would have made it more epic. A trailer, so I'll review it as such. It's meant to hype up the video, but I personally think it did a good job at that, honestly. However, I still feel like there could have been a few things that could have been improved on. The audience watching probably already knows the basics of the Transformers lore, so the monologue in the beginning could have been simplified to like less than 10 seconds or not there at all. The trailer as a whole could have been cut down a lot. There's a lot of unnecessary shots that didn't add to the anticipation that was already in the video. The action and driving could have stayed, but once again, it could have been chopped up to less time. The best way to say it is that there's just too much breathing room for an action trailer, which removes some of the raw energy that was already inside of the video. I've checked other videos from the channel and I could conclude that this issue is mainly for this video specifically. There's potential here, it just needs to be edited differently.
Man, don't ever go buying no merch from Can. I should have knew better.
This video is open about not being a finished project, but I wish it was. The use of framing and animation was done really well here. There isn't much of a set, but it's made up for how well everything else was added together. Everything looks very expressive and smoothly animated, and that's not including the shots between the 15 and 20 timestamp. Nonetheless, just like the previous one, I feel like more could have been added to the video. A different music choice probably would have made it better, and some more sound effects. And later on, finishing the animation would also help out. There was a lot of cool stuff in the video. Let's begin with a really creative set design. I've rarely ever, if ever, seen elevation in a Lego set like this before. That was a really creative choice by the animator. No, but the way Gollum goes down on Sideways Plate was also not just creative, but very smart as well. The times I've seen this trick done with bricks is enough that I could count it on my hands. The voice acting was also pretty accurate. I would have, however, worked on the framing when Gollum is on the top. There must have been better angles than that. Some other thing that could have been changed is the ending, since that, in my very honest opinion, it wasn't very interesting. He just got the ring, no twists or problem, no struggle, just got it and the video ended. There was potential that could have been added in the video. Let's begin with the obvious. The set design was simple, but it was super duper crucial to the greatness in the simple video. This video doesn't try to be more than the name, so I'll judge it for what it's trying to do, just like the trailer video. The cinematography and framing does give it the feel of a real hockey game. The animation isn't super exaggerated, but it indeed feels natural with the situation. Using live replays was really smart on your part. One thing I would have changed is using different angles for the live replay. In the beginning, I was confused on whether the people in the background were real or if they were paper. I got a paper vibe from the background when I saw them all move. Never mind, now that I'm rewatching the video, I can see that it was a mixture of both. But that, I think, makes it even better. That's the most I could say for a video with this short of a runtime. Right off the bat, this video had a unique opening, which was a good way to start the video. I would have worked on the focus since it's visible that the figure looked all blurry. The YouTube Shorts part was really good and also added to the unorthodox intro. I'm pretty sure the white noise was added afterwards since in the end of the video there wasn't any, but when they speak it sounded far too loud. I also feel like the fighting part in the video didn't pack a punch. Yeah, like I feel like more could have been added there. The web effects were a smart choice and stuff like that could have been used to make the video longer. Other than that, the video was overall pretty nice.
Shit, I don't even know, like, I can't even tell you that, like, you know, like, fighting, I don't know, like, never know, you know, like.
Another video with the name Brothers in the channel. The fight scenes were great throughout the video. That's easily the best part about it. They were all unique in their own way, and the child slaughter part was quick, super crazy for it to be so casual. The dialogue was alright, but the framing of the camera was what needed the most improvement. Some things were just too zoomed in the beginning to see necessary stuff that were now not fully visible. The camera, just like the video before, has itself out of focus from time to time. I will have to point out that the lighting was pretty good, and never had a moment I feel like it would have been better if some stuff were taken out. It was nicely put together, and if you guys know anything about making long brick films, you know how much genuine effort must go there. Props to Crazy Brother Films for that. Last but not least, Bucket Cinematics left us with a short but rawly amazing video. The audio may have sounded rough at times, but with how War is, here it makes total sense. This has some of the smoothest animations in the list of these videos. The camera movement was also done greatly. The guy being crushed to death in the end was such a gross yet awesome way to end this short video. Now that I'm done checking all the video set, it's time to take a look at all of the animations and decide which one of them was best. I'll begin with 4 honorable mentions, since there were a lot of incredible videos this time.
Tabathon!
I thought about this and I feel sure that this video deserves to win. This is the golden standard for any apocalyptic video. Just like the Viking video, the runtime came with it as a benefit. It doesn't try to get as big as the Viking story, but the path it takes was uniquely brilliant. A round of applause to Rogue Ranger Productions. Thank you all for watching and sending me such great videos this past year. I hope the best for you guys this 2024. Peace.